I told you guys I was going to update you, and Ulta Beauty added more Korean beauty in store, and the time has come because a lot has changed. They've actually added a lot of new Korean makeup products, as you can see behind me, and as I did with the skincare products, I'm going to give you guys my recommendations and thoughts on the brands and products in store. And I've also noticed they just added some more skincare, so we're talking about that too. I asked the manager actually what people seem to be most excited about, and she said TIRTIR. And so makes a lot of sense because they're definitely popular on social media. So let's go ahead and talk about them first. All right, so you guys know that I love the Waterism Glow Tints. They have a lot of shades actually available in store, and I just did a short on some of my favorite shades. So if you guys want some specific shade recommendations, definitely check that out. But a popular one I know is Nutty Pink, which is number 25, and they just have so many shades available here. So you guys can actually try them out in person. And on top of that, of course, they have their cushion foundations, which they have 40 shades available. And this is what I think a lot of people are coming to TIRTIR for. Now, I will say one thing to keep in mind with these cushions is they do oxidize a little bit. So you want to keep that in mind when shopping. So this is why it's excellent that this is in store at Ulta Beauty, because you can try on a couple shades, see how they kind of develop on the skin and go from there. Now, to give you an example, I'm actually shade 22N Shell Beige, and typically I'm like a 23N in most Korean cushion foundations. So if that gives you a gauge on how they develop, that's how that works for my skin tone. But as you can see, oh my gosh, all the shades are here. So that's so exciting. Now, of course, another brand we're going to be talking about is fwee. And as you guys know, I've done a ton of videos reviewing all of their products. I'm pretty sure I've reviewed almost all of their products. So definitely check out my channel for more on that. So I'll go over briefly what's here in store. So here's the Flea Display. And of course, they have their pudding pots available here. Now, they don't have all the shades, but they do have actually a good range. As you can see, they kind of go from the beige shades all the way down to the more violet-y shades. So you can kind of get a good gauge on what these look like. Now, these are going to be really great for those who like a matte type of blush. They're blurring, they look really nice on the skin, and they're very forgiving. And the newer addition is actually going to be the Glowy Jelly Pot, which I actually just did a short on the difference between these two formulas. But this one's going to be the glowier formula. It has a little bit more of a watercolor finish, so it's a bit more sheer and buildable. And again, they have a good range, so more of kind of the reddish tones all the way down to the violet tones. And they even have the highlighter here, which this one's definitely a popular product in Korea. And then down here we have the lip glosses. So they have both versions, the 30% saturation and the 70% saturation, so you can actually see in person the difference. It's so hard for me to explain, so I'm so glad that they have like actually in store so you can see the difference in the pigment between the varieties. And then of course we have the dual mellow blushers down here, and then we also have the eyeshadow palettes. This one here, Salty Caramel, is actually my favorite, and it's a really pretty like everyday palette, but these are really good for like a more subtle natural type of eye look. Okay, so hello, we're over here at the end cap here. Now, this has such a good variety of like their different Korean makeup products, and I'm so excited about this because I feel like this display is just so quintessential Korean beauty. So one of the brands that I'm most excited to see is Unleashia, and you guys know this is like maybe one of my favorite Korean beauty products in general, the Shaper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer. I stock up on this, so now that this is at Ulta Beauty, I am so happy, and I'm so happy you guys can come try it for yourself. So definitely one of my recommendations. Also, obviously, the Glitterpedia is going to be another strong recommendation. This actually won 2 separate awards in Korea, so it's perfect for that like Korean trendy sparkly eye. This is like sparkles in a palette. And then we have some other products here, if you guys have ever seen, by the way, this Glacier Balm from them. It's like so pretty. Look how sparkly. I feel like my camera doesn't do it justice. So next we have rom&nd down here. And of course they have the Juicy Lasting Tint, which obviously you guys know on this channel, one of the more popular products from rom&nd. And this is actually the newest edition, so the reformulation, which is really exciting to see. And then we have the Blur Fudge Tint, which I'm not a matte girly, but this is actually a pretty comfortable matte. And then the newer product, which is the Juicy Roll Cheek, a bit more watercolor toned, but still very wearable and buildable. Next, we have Kaja, which they have a lot of really innovative and fun makeup products here. And so one of the products that I think is really cool and different is actually the stamp liner. So it's basically a stamp, and then you kind of build it with the liquid liner itself. So if you're struggling with your cat eye, this is basically the easiest way to get it. And then if you guys have seen their Beauty Bento, this is like a stacked eyeshadow. Like, look how pretty. Just so much sparkle. And then some more fwee down here. Okay, and I also spotted some new Korean skincare products that I didn't see last time or are new to the store. So I'm going to share with you guys the products that I'm spotting. Down here, I've noticed they had the SUNGBOON Editor masks. These are like the viral masks that basically you wear for a prolonged period of time. They go clear on your skin and they're basically like a really deep skin treatment. And then I also noticed they have Mixsoon up here, which I don't know if I missed this last time or if this is actually new. You guys know them for their bean essence. This is the one that went viral, but I actually really like their bean cleansing oil. So if you're looking for another good cleansing oil, that one's one to check out. But yeah, a lot of the Korean skincare products I showed last time, but with a couple new additions. Also, I know this is going to be very exciting for some of us who are looking for our sunscreen. So there's this one from ANUA, the Zero Cast. I don't think they had this last time, so I think this one is new. And then down here, there's also this one from SUNGBOON. This is the B10 Highlight Air Fit Sunscreen. I've actually never tried this, so I can't really tell you what this is like. So I will do some investigating for you guys. And for those of you guys who like to try the viral skincare brands that you see on social media, they have Medicube. So here we have the HR Booster Pro Mini Pink. This is obviously something you've probably seen a ton of, but they have a good amount of Medicube skincare products. In particular, I really like this one, the PDRN Pink Collagen Gel Mask. I think this is a really good gel mask that actually makes my skin look plumper and feel smoother. And then of course up here we have this guy, which is one of my favorites I've talked about on my channel before, the Zero Pore Pad. This has an AHA and a BHA in it. It's actually really good for my sensitive skin type. And then we also have PDRN products. So if you wanted to try PDRN, you can now pick it up at Ulta Beauty because they have the PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. And then they also have the corresponding cream. So PDRN here at Ulta Beauty. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm also spotting some stuff over here. Oh my gosh, here's the whole Mixsoon lineup. They have way more Mixsoon than I realized. Even a sunscreen. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this. Then they also have more SUNGBOON Editor. They have Chasing Rabbits, Neogen down here. And then we also have I'm From. Oh, I love this product up here. It's like one of my favorite skincare products. You guys, I feel like I need to do another part because I just discovered all of this over here. Evidently, I got too excited about all the Korean beauty products coming to Ulta Beauty and I forgot to close out the video. So as I mentioned, I can do another part if you guys want some more updates. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like that. And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy. And don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!